Hey y'all, it's Taylor from Tattoo Teacher Plans. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a memory spread, and as you can see, I'm using a St. Patrick's Day kit, and this one is from Crafty Banana. I love it. It's so cool. It's kind of traditional but has some fun stuff in it. So let me show you the kit really quickly. This is a mini kit, by the way. So here are the full boxes. I've got the bottom washi, so many shamrocks. I love it. I really like the colors in this kit too, just the shades of green. And then we have some fun deco and some other functional things. And then I also added on the glitter sampler just because I need some extra boxes and stuff. And I kind of want to get fun with the glitter. I think this week can use it. And then I have the Girl Double Box add-on, which I'm going to put on Sunday. And then I also added on the extra boxes, and here is the freebie that comes with it. And I love that everything is like themed to the kit. It's adorable. So I think we're ready to get started. Before we do that, let me show you my kit and my regular planner. So this is in my everyday planner, and this is a kit from GP Sticker Studio. It is so pretty. It was the May mystery kit. I love it so much. And the plan with me for this is up if you would like to go check that out. And yeah, I think we're ready to get started. So let's do this. All right, so to start off this plan with me, I'm just going to put down the bottom washi, and I could see the lines through the washi, so I went ahead and whited out those lines on the paper before I put those down. I like how vibrant those little shamrocks are. Cute. And then for my glitter headers, I decided to do something a little different this week. I'm just kind of doing an, not ombre, but I'm alternating the 4 colors just to kind of mix it up a little bit because this is a very green kit, so I wanted to bring in all of the different shades. And then I'm just putting the gold flags up in the corners. That gold is so vibrant. And then the weekend banner. And then there was a little deco sticker that said Happy St. Patrick's Day. So I put that up there first over the day itself, and then I just put in the deco instead of date covers. I'm loving doing this lately because it just doesn't cut off the page up there, and it just makes it look real fun and a little whimsical. So I started with the big pieces, and then there were a bunch of these little clover leaves or shamrocks, whatever you want to call them. And so I put those up there in between the little white spaces. And there were a couple that were hanging off, so I cut those off. And then for the sidebar, I put in the quote box, which says, "Wishing you a pot of gold and all the joy your heart can hold." And then after I put down and stacked 2 glitter headers, I put the this week header on there for my little journaling section. And then at the bottom I put down a full box, which was just a plain it's like looks like some kind of fabric, and so I wanted to kind of like, you know, decorate that a little bit. So I'm looking through my happy planner books, and I found a couple things that just to make it look kind of cute. So I put this little St. Patrick's Day sticker on there and a couple of the shamrocks, and then I found these cute little horseshoes, which we have kind of a tradition in our family to have horseshoes above our doors. So I wanted to put those in there. And then before I did anything else, I wanted to make sure that I had room for this Irish dancing girl and her gorgeous outfit and her flowing hair. And I just love her. So I put her over on Sunday because I knew that that would be the least busy day. And then I wanted to mark that this was spring break for me. I am a teacher, so that was an exciting week. Unfortunately, the weather was super crappy, but I definitely needed the time to recharge to make it the rest of the year. So I put my thumbnail for my video that went up that day right down there at the bottom. And then I'm just using this leftover little, it looks like a little notepad or something, and I marked that it was the time change. It was spring forward, which is the one that I hate. And I wanted to find something funny to mark that because, I mean, thank God that it was during spring break, because if it was during a regular school week, I would have died because I need my sleep and I'm on a schedule and when I get off my schedule, I get salty. So I put in this funny, salty munchkin from When's More with Love. And then below that, I put down this flag, and I cut it down a little bit because those flags are just so big I almost always cut those down. And then I put the little running guy, and I put, got back to working out. So the previous 2 weeks had been completely sucky, and I actually failed pretty bad this week too, but the next week I got it together, so I guess that's all that matters. And then I wanted to space out these patterned full boxes, so I put down this one here, and then I just kind of like scattered the rest of them. You'll see that as we go. And then I wanted to note that I stuck to my cleaning schedule. So each day I gave myself a room, and I stuck to my schedule. I got my whole house deep cleaned, except for the baseboards, because that sucks, and I don't want to. And then I'm moving on to the next day. So on Tuesday, I put in this little rainy day quote thingy, because pretty much the rest of this week it was like cold and rainy, which is not ideal spring break weather, but you take what you can get, I guess. And then below that, I wanted to put in that I went with my best friend to go get pedicures, and we went out to lunch together. And so I was looking for a little nail polish bottle, and I wanted something for lunch. So I'm looking in my food happy planner book for something lunch related, which we had burgers and fries, and they were delicious. So I'm just pulling in this little nail polish bottle from Fox and Cactus. I'm pretty sure those are not available anymore because it was so long ago. And then on the half box, I'm putting that we went to this restaurant called Yellow City Street Food. So my city, that's the nickname for my city, Yellow City, because it's Amarillo, which is yellow in Spanish. Anyway, it's really good restaurant. It's been on lots of like food shows and stuff, and they have like limited hours, so it's hard to get in there. It's so good. So delicious. We had burgers. We both got the same thing. We got these animal fries, which are so good. And then we got burgers, the Wake Up burger, which had an egg on it. It had like this coffee chutney. It was delicious. I'm still dreaming about it. And then below that, I put in part of a full box in my video. I ended up putting 5 videos out this week because I had time to edit, and I had ideas, and I wanted to get them out there. So that was fun to put all those together. And then on Wednesday, I started with a full box. And like I said earlier, I'm trying to separate those similar looking boxes. And so this was the day of the land hurricane, which were historic winds, the strongest winds since the Dust Bowl. And we got gusts of 75, 80, 85 miles per hour. It was insane. And so my power went out for a while, along with, that was the day that Facebook and Instagram went down too. So it was a very boring day for me. And then on the next part of the week, I put down the last 2 videos, which were memory spreads from February. And then I wanted to put in this box again, just kind of like spreading them out a little bit. And then on Thursday, I started with a little phone emoji from Coffee Monsters Co. with a quarter box to mark that I was FaceTiming with my sister and my nephew. We try to do that every week, every other week. And so that was fun. Although the power was still like kind of iffy and my internet was down still, so it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. But this was also the day that Beto announced that he was running for president, which I followed him and voted for him in the most recent election for Senate in Texas, and I was so excited that he finally announced, and it's just, I had to note that because I am a big supporter of him. And then on Friday, I started with a half box to mark that I went to brunch with the girls, which are some of my best friends, and we had a fantastic brunch. And then I wanted to mark that one of my friends, Jennifer, she told us some really good news, which she has announced by now to everyone, so I can say that she's pregnant, and she didn't know that that was going to happen for her. and it was a surprise, and we were all shocked and so excited for her. It's just amazing. So I wanted to note that because that made that whole brunch like seared in my brain, and it's just so exciting. So I put a little no, that's not an emoji, that is a munchkin, excited munchkin. And then at the bottom, I was going to mark that happy hour at the bottom with a little shamrock, but I'm gonna fix that in a second. I found something better. With the little scissors, I marked that I started working on my yard. It was finally warm enough to get out there, and it was dry, and I went a little crazy that day and the next day and paid for it, still paying for it, but we'll get there. And then I put in this little rainbow fox and pip bow instead of the shamrock, just because I thought that was really cute, and I didn't think of another time, or couldn't think of another time that I would use that. So I went ahead and undid that shamrock and put in the little bow. And then on Saturday, I wanted to mark that I worked in my yard for 2.5 hours like a mad woman. And so I have this little gardening emoji that I put in there. And then I put in this funny meme about childhood injuries and adult injuries and how they're so different and ridiculous. And my whole body hurt after working in the yard that much over those 2 days, and I kind of hurt my back. It was totally my fault. I knew it was happening when it was happening, but I was like in the zone. And then I put down this other meme, but I'm going to put that on Sunday in a moment. I wanted to fit in this, that cupcake, but I just couldn't find a place for it. And then that night, I started watching the Madeleine McCann docuseries on Netflix. It's a fascinating story, but it's over now, and I still don't know what happened. Like, I think we're never gonna know what happened, which is really sad, because she deserves, like, justice, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. And then on Sunday at the top, I put planned for a healthy week, and that little picture is about like working for it. So that's what I was doing, and I did plan for a good week. I had a great week the next week. And then the rest of Saturday, I just put a little healthy emoji with another note card thing that says starting over next week again, because March was like such a struggle with not having a regular schedule. So, and then I just cut down a full box to fill the space there. And then I'm going to finish off the sidebar journaling section. And so I put, as far as spring breaks go, this was kind of a bust, but I'm so glad to have the time to recharge for the rest of the year. And you just need the breaks in there. And spring break is definitely one of those that kind of lets you kind of, like I said, recharge. And then my favorite moment was definitely Jennifer's happy news, and that was just so exciting, and I'm happy to remember that moment. All right, here's the finished spread, and this is definitely one of my favorites. This is so fun. I was worried that the shamrocks were going to be too busy, but I think since I kind of placed them strategically, it kind of works. I love it. It's so cute. I love the deco across the top as usual, but yeah, I love this. It's so cute, and it's perfect for St. Patrick's Day. So I hope that you enjoyed it too. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!